Hey guys, welcome back to my Star Wars retrospective, where we talk about the Star Wars movies and anything else beyond I want to talk about it. And I've been waiting to do this video for a long time. I originally didn't do this video when the movie came out because I didn't do one on Force Awakens. But I've been waiting to do this one because I have a lot to say. So, no gimmicks, no toys or anything. Let's talk about The Last Jedi. Now, to explain how I feel about it, just get it right out of the way, which might get people to, become keyboard warriors or click off the video or whatever. This is my second favorite Star Wars movie, and I have a lot of reasons why. So if you haven't left the video already, allow me to explain my reasons why. So why I love this movie is there's a lot of little things and major things. First and foremost, this movie, much like Empire Strikes Back, and the reason why I almost like this one as much as Empire Strikes Back is because of character development. The way the characters are portrayed, the way things are changed. People have said their piece about why they hate this movie so much, and honestly, I never understood. This is the first time I never understood why all the hate was coming from. I've heard people's reasons, but if I can be honest, it seems like a lot of people just want to whine about it. And I'm not trying to say that to wipe away people's criticisms, but I have yet to see a video talking negatively about this movie that doesn't seem like there's a little bit of whining. That being said, and now I've probably lost some of you while watching this, why do I like this film so much? First and foremost, I knew that I was going to like this film right from the beginning. Force Awakens ends with Rey bringing the lightsaber to Luke and him looking at it, and it's just Luke looking. He just gives like that, oh, fuck, look. What I love this movie starts off with is Luke takes a look at the lightsaber and throws it behind him. I'm like, I'm gonna love this film because I'm like, some people might say that's a stupid, cheap gag, but it really sets you up for how this character is going to be portrayed. People have been giving Rian Johnson shit for writing and directing this film. I'm okay with him getting another trilogy because if it's going to be, if the character development is going to be as great as it was in this film, give him all the Star Wars movies because I think he's now a fantastic director. I haven't seen his other movies like Looper, but now I really want to after seeing how well he did with this film. So first off, I love that Luke is a crusty old man who doesn't want to use the Force. The thing to remember, and his reasoning, of course, is because he created Kylo Ren. And I love that the story about how he tried to, in a moment of weakness, tried to kill Kylo was told from three different perspectives. I think that's great. But the reason I like this is because one thing that gets brought up all the time is Luke has always been a failure. Empire Strikes Back, he failed in the cave. Return of the Jedi, he almost turned to the dark side. I say almost because that almost happened. And he had a moment of weakness when he was passing on what he learned, like Yoda asked him to Kylo, to Ben. He saw a dark future and thought, I gotta take care of this now, and he screwed up. That's most I can say. He screwed up. And I like his interaction with Rey, as Rey trying to learn from him, and he not really wanting to teach her, but she still learns on her own with some guidance from him. I think the dynamic's great between the two of them. I love the scenes between Kylo and Rey connecting using the Force. I think all those scenes are great. It just shows the depth of these characters. The one part of the movie that I do like to, first off, I want to say that I do like that we get to see more of Poe and Finn and those characters, mostly more of Poe. But the slow chase and the Canto Bright stuff, is it Canto Bight or Canto Bright? I can't remember. I understand why people have problems with those. So I retract what I said earlier. Like the Canto Bright scene is a little long, but it's okay to have all the Star Wars movies have side journeys in them, so whatever. And the stuff with the slow ship, I get that. But I do think it's important for Poe's character and all the characters to learn something. Poe's character has probably one of the biggest growths in this, which is great because he barely had a character in the last movie. Other than being a hotshot pilot. So he's got to learn when and where to be a hotshot pilot and when to be a leader. And I think that's really powerful. I think also one of my favorite things is we get to find out about Rey, and that she is nothing. And what I mean by nothing, she's not special. She's not a Skywalker. I hope to God she's not. If the new movie changes her into a Skywalker, they're going to ruin it again. She's not anyone special. She's just someone who's good with the Force. And might I remind everybody, more than the Skywalkers are good with the Force. There were hundreds of Jedis in those prequel movies, and I know people don't like to bring this up. There are hundreds of Jedis. There was a time when there was a Jedi Order. Let's let Rey not be a Skywalker, because that is lame. I also like how Kylo has a ton of development. You kind of see him pulling more towards the light, and his whole thing is kill it. His whole thing is let old things die. The Sith, the Force, the Resistance, the First Order, let it all die. And he even says, kill it if you have to. So this guy he's still coming from a darkness, but he's tired. He's tired of this conflict. He's tired of the light side, the dark side, the Resistance, the First Order, all this. He's tired of it. And I think one of the most symbolic things is when he smashes his mask in that scene in the elevator. That just goes to show him that he's like, I'm done. He's fucking done. He doesn't want anything to do with this. And that's why originally him and Rey are just like, they want them to come with each other, but Kylo is still in the dark side. He still wants to stay with the dark side, but Rey wants to bring him towards the light. And what ends up happening is that conflict causes them, while they understand each other, to not work together or be with one another. I do have to say, with Luke's redemption at the end, with the end lightsaber fight, which I think is probably one of the best lightsaber fights in the franchise, and no lightsabers even touch each other because it's so emotional. And just Luke seeing the binary sunset at the end and that him fading away, I think that's poetic part of the story, poetic part of his character. And I think that was a fantastic way to end his character's arc. And I'm sure he's going to come back as a Force ghost, but that was just perfect for the ending of this film. And it definitely feels more like everything's passed on to the next generation. So then in the next film, it will be more centered around the new characters. Because in Force Awakens, Han Solo still did a lot of stuff in that movie. Chewbacca still did a lot of stuff. And Chewbacca's still here, but like, I feel like finally we get to focus on these characters grew a little bit, and in Rise of Skywalker, which I hope, please don't make Rey a Skywalker. Please don't have the title be about her. Please have it be about Kylo Ren. I want him to be the Skywalker who rises. But I just think all this character development was fantastic. And people like to point out things that the actors knew things. And you know what? People have pointed out 100 times that, that initially, and this is the word that people forget, initially, I'm putting that in quotation so people know that it was said, Mark Hamill was not happy with the decisions that Rian Johnson made with his character. However, in result, he saw the point and the potential. So I think people need to stop looking at these like baseless quotes from these guys to say that they secretly hated making the movie when they didn't. And in all sense of the words, this is my second favorite Star Wars movie. I didn't think it was possible for these new movies to grab me after The Force Awakens kind of pushed me away, and Rogue One is okay, but we'll get into that eventually. This is legitimately one of my favorite Star Wars movies, and I think if you watch it again, try to watch it a little more critically. I have watched it a few times just to make sure, because I wasn't sure if I was just being a contrarian or what, or if I really didn't like the movie, but I've watched it several times, and I love it even more after that first watching. Anyways, leave me your comments down below on what you think of The Last Jedi, because I'm sure you will. And if you want to support me, maybe hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications, share this video, like it, follow me on Facebook, Zero Master fan page, follow me on Twitter @Zero Master. If you want to support me, patreon.com/Zero Master is a great place to do so. And I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zero Master, where you can watch me Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's enough. I'll see you guys on the next one when we talk about Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to see it tomorrow, literally, because I'm filming this on Thursday. Anyways, see you later, and may the Force be with you.